What is up, guys? In this video, I wanted to give you a guide on how you can win in low arenas or with low trophies. First, people who might be over leveled compared to you. If you don't have any evos and they have one or two of them, you can see in this smurf count that I have, most of my cards are level 9 or level 10, about 5.3k trophies. Most people I'm going to be playing are level 12, 1 or 2 evos. You can still win. Hopefully this video shows you how. It's not going to be live games for this one because I figured if I'm going to be trying to explain what my thought process is in the video or during the game, I can do that better if I'm not playing at the same time. So that's for another day. Now it says started with Goblin Barrel and he used log. Worst defensive ram of all time. Executioner's fat ass blocked the mini P.E.K.K.A from getting kited. So I chose this game to put first though because you can always win, guys. Don't give up. I'll show you why. People will always make mistakes, especially at this rank. And I'm not using Goblin Barrel, even though I'm thinking about it, because put the Evo Xe down. If I Goblin Barreled into that, then I'd be down 3 more elixir, and it's already hard to defend underleveled as it is. Focus on defense first. And a much better defensive ram that time. If you couldn't tell. Wasted his log. And another thing, guys, if you ever defensive tornado on a Goblin Barrel like that, do it towards your King Tower for the King Tower activation. Don't do it like he just did. Put it in your King Tower. And I did defend that Dark Goblin with the Knight because I know it's going to be a 2-tower game. I have a tower down already, so I don't want chip damage on my remaining tower. If I do take his, then I want to be as even as possible, considering I'm already down HP by default since he's got to level up on his towers. This guy's got the worst tornado of all time, bro. You might need to take tornado out of your deck, bro. That's all I'm saying. You can always win at these ranks. You can always win. It's a get a good tornado challenge for him. I know he wasted log there, so I Goblin Barreled on top of the ram for extra damage since he didn't have his spell. Good damage there. Prep for defense. Always need to play defense first when you're underleveled. There you go. There's the log again. Always be cognizant of when they play their spell. My plan there was to Knight so I could kill the Executioner with my Tesla and then use the remaining Knight HP to tank for the Goblin Barrel that I'd play after, but he scarred me, didn't work. It is what it is. And don't be scared to take some damage on your King Tower sometimes if you know you're not going to get 3 crowned like I did there. Preserve the Tesla and allow that defense to happen. And he wasted log again, so I know that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Use your Knight to tank for it when you know he doesn't have the spells. That's going to be GG on a game 2. Game 2, let's go. Against Isaiahnator and the Hog Rider clan. Sus. Very sus. I'm gonna ram on defense, try to get some offense out of defense. Force out the E-Drag, which had the Evo gem, so we know he has an Evo E-Drag. And which, of course, in these low arenas, guys, about 70% of games you're going to be playing against Witch. So I would recommend having a Witch counter in your deck. That will make your life a lot easier. I don't have one in this deck because all the rest of my cards besides these are like level 7. so I just can't use one. But if you're here, make sure you do, like a rocket or a lightning or something that does splash damage. That will help you out a lot. Another goblin barrel. And that's a lumber loon. So we're gonna E-Wiz. AP vines there. But he gets a hit, so I guess it's worth it. He takes a lot of return damage though, so in the end, probably not. I don't know if he would have taken that damage if he didn't vines. And here I'm holding arrows. Another thing, guys, is skeleton army is super popular in these lower arenas too. So Skarmy counters and witch counters, you're gonna be those are very popular things to be playing against in these arenas, especially if you're playing like Hog or something like that. Skarmy counter is super helpful, and we did have to take some damage there. Nothing we could do. He has got 3 levels on his witch over our Tesla. We forced out the Evo E-Drag, which I don't think that was worth it for him. He didn't get much value out of that. And he over defends the Goblin Barrel as well. But we placed probably the worst Ram Rider of all time. That was really bad. I was trying to take less damage than that, but bad placement from the Ram Rider. Here we full counter the balloon. Well, kind of. Doesn't get a hit. And there are arrows for damage, which wasn't good. But it's okay. You don't have to play perfect. Sometimes you can still win. Keep trying. Terrible vines. These guys will mess up. I mean, in these lower arenas, as long as you keep trying, people will mess up. You're never out of it. So we arrows there, get the extra hit with the Spear Gob. And we Goblin Barrel. And that should be GG, right? Yep, on game 3. Let's go. Alrighty, game 3. Got a Goblin Barrel and a Valkyrie. So make sure you keep track of what troops your opponent's playing. In higher levels, you're going to be able to predict what deck they have, since most people play meta decks. But in lower levels, people just play whatever the hell they want. So at least you're going to remember what they have, and you can use that for later in the game. With that said, this guy has a level 14 Witch, which is literally 5 levels up on my Knight. How is that even possible? Like, what are you doing with a level 14 card at 5k trophies? My dude. That is embarrassing. Here I hesitate with my Goblin Gang, and I take some stabs on the barrel, but I wasn't expecting him to barrel like that for some reason. El Dark Gob. If he was level 11, that would have killed her. But it is what it is. It's okay. Wait till 9 elixir, and then I'm going to Goblin Barrel. I don't think this guy has a spell, so I didn't want to Goblin Barrel earlier than that, because whatever he played would create a counter push. And here I think he might have been AFK, so I ram, bridge, and he placed the worst possible E-barbs of all time. But he's got a level 14 Witch, level 11 E-barbs pushing on my level 9 Tesla, which is a tough defense, but we did really good here. We only take one hit from one E-barb, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I outside barrel there because I was trying to not aggro the Goblin Hut, but it didn't work. But it kind of worked because he inside Valked and I outside barreled. So it worked, but unintended. Got a knight in front of my Tesla. Make sure you, if you place a building, you try to keep it alive as long as possible because it's not useful after their push is done. I thought that barrel was going long, so I didn't even need to arrows it. I could just Goblin Gang. You would always always prefer defending with a troop rather than a spell because it creates a counter push. With that said, this one's over, so yeah, another GG.